Good morning, Paul. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're glad to have you today. Let's start off with our first question. How about
Let's
it?
get right into it.
Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Lettuce, Turkey in the year 624 BC.
Okay, so...
I really appreciate you asking that.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, what was your family like?
My family? Wow. Haven't gotten that one in a while.
I would like to know.
Well, I grew up with my mother and my father. They have unfortunately passed.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. But now I live with my kid. His name's Saibitsan.
How beautiful.
I love him so much.
What a beautiful kid. Well, what do you do for a living?
For a living, well, I'm a philosopher and also a mathematician. Yes. I study the sky.
That one? Up there?
Yes.
Okay.
One right there.
Well, what made you want to become a philosopher?
Well, knowing that I'm Greek and everything, like, runs in the family. And also, I didn't believe that the gods were the center of everything.
You don't believe?
As you might have thought, I don't believe that.
Oh, wow.
You know what I did believe? I believe I saw the first solar eclipse. I'll get into that later.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that.
That term might be
Solar eclipse.
a little foreign to you.
Well, that's very interesting. Have you been able to prove that concept wrong yet?
The concept of...
About the gods not being, or being the center of the universe?
Oh yes, I have.
Please, enlighten me.
I have proved it wrong. I've proved that everything comes out of the water. The earth comes out of the
H2O.
water. H2O.
Wow. I'm just now hearing this.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I believe that the earth was floating on water. That we are floating on water. Believe it or not, we are floating on water. And that leads me to my next point, where that's how earthquakes happen. When the water gets a little rough, when it gets a little choppy, maybe a tidal wave here and there, that's when an earthquake happens.
Well, that was not my first guess.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that. Well, what exactly do you mean when you say everything comes from water?
Well, I believe that we arose from water. I don't believe that we are created by the gods. I believe that we arose from the water. I believe that the land, it just came out of the water.
Just right on out?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Just
out the water.
Oh, wow. This is some exciting stuff, Thales.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned earlier something about a solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse. Yes.
What was that
I've been
like?
wanting to get into that.
I've been waiting.
Really appreciate you asking that, Apollo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the solar eclipse, yes. It was something I've never seen before. Nothing anybody has ever seen before.
I don't believe I've seen one.
It was when the moon moved completely in front of the sun, aligning with the earth, so we could not see the sun. I've heard people saying that, like, the moon maybe is attacking the sun, or maybe it's going to be the end of the world.
Did the moon really attack the sun?
No, it just covered it up.
Is the sun okay?
It's perfectly fine. Don't worry. It just
Thank
covered it
God.
up. It only happened for maybe a couple hours, maybe not even.
What was it like?
You might have experienced it too. It was really dark. The earth got really dark in just like a little spot. Not all the earth, just a little bit of it.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess that explains what actually happened instead of the moon fighting the sun.
Yes.
Thank God that didn't happen. But, so, Thales, tell me, what's it like being the first philosopher?
Honestly, it feels amazing. Like,
I bet.
it just warms my insides knowing that, like, I'm gonna be the first, and I can pave the way for the rest. Like, they're gonna look up to me.
Of course.
Like, you know,
Of course.
hopefully they look up to me and carry on with my ideas for decades coming. You know.
Well, you certainly inspired me. How do you think other people will react to your theory of the water?
Well, I know there's always going to be people out there that don't believe me. You know? Always there's people. But I hope the people that do believe me, I hope they support me. I hope they carry it on. And I hope I can gain more evidence to explain to people who don't believe me. I hope I can gain it and prove it to them and make them believe.
Oh yes, of course. Oh well. Now we're sadly we're at our final question for today, but I just want to know, how long do you plan on being a philosopher?
Well, I really haven't thought of that too hard, but I'd have to give you my honest opinion. Till I die in 546 BC,
Oh really?
approximately.
That's when you think that'll be a good time to stop?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Oh my
It has
God.
been a pleasure having
It's
you.
been a blessing, Apollo. Hope to see you again.
Yes, I hope to see you again.
Yes.